For the life of me, I try to understand why people who say they love you, or in your face and act like your family, who say they want the best for you, they are double dealing, two-faced, narcissistic, gaslighting, misanthropic liars. So, my dad went home to be with Jesus not too long ago. And family, so-called, decided to take SIM cards, change the phone, change the passwords, change all the information from the executor, the rightful executor's authority. And I'm sitting here wondering to myself, how is it that people who play you to your face and say that they have your best interest, say that they actually care, do everything in their power to undermine your ability to thrive? And, today was a very interesting day. I was with my mom today, and we were running errands and things. And I was driving, and we'd gotten to the house, and I gave her keys. And she couldn't find them, but I gave them to her. So I knew I gave them to her. I scour the car, look under the seats, look in the back, look everywhere in the vehicle. And there's clutter in the car, so it could easily be lost. It's one of those dongles, so it could easily be lost under the debris that's in the car. Like bottles and clothing and stuff. Nice car, but it was kind of messy. And so I'm out looking in the car, and I'm closing the car up, and I'm encouraging my mom, Matt, today is going to be a great day. Don't let it get to you. Just keep calm and so forth, because it's a very expensive key. And matter of fact, we had just come from the DMV getting the tags done, because the DMV was doing weird stuff, and it took since August to get the tags, and this December 16th, so 2 or 3 months. So there was that debacle, and we finally got it fixed. We got in and out of the DMV in under 20 minutes, which is unheard of. So we get back, today's going to be a great day, so forth and so on. The keys are misplaced. I thought I gave them to her, but she couldn't find them, because the place that she normally puts the keys in, they weren't there. So of course I didn't give them to her. Well, the battery's low on the dongle, so we know for a fact that I had to insert the key into the ignition to drive the car, because the dongle was low, the push start wouldn't work. So we know for certain that we used the key to get to where we were going. Well, lo and behold, I hear my name. They said, "Oh, you found him, huh?" In my defense. Okay. So this so-called family, and I'm not referring to my mom, but the family that I grew up with, this scenario is very much in line with how they behaved towards me growing up. I tell you I gave you the keys, and for a fact I did, but you insist and presume that I didn't, and you lay the blame to me and assign it and the consequences that come with the blame, and I didn't give you the keys, when in fact I actually did. And then you find them. Now imagine if growing up with these people who call themselves your family do this to you all the time. If when the places you go, people you see, there are just people who really intend, and this is not speaking to my mom or whatnot, I'm just saying in this world and in this life we live, there are people who deliberately and intentionally want to undermine you. And you have to learn, you have to begin to reckon with the fact that there is opposition, there is an adversary who duly means you grievous bodily harm. And the question becomes, how are you going to function in light of the malfunction that people intend against you? How are you going to live? Look yourself in the mirror, stand 10 toes down, stand on business, be about the mission and the purpose and the kingdom for which you have been saved, blood bought. How are you going to stand against your adversary, even with the hell, havoc, and heartache that you've endured? chest out, shoulders back, head held high, understanding whose you are, who you came from, and the intent and the purpose for which he sent you into the earth realm for. Never mind that the devil has adversaries out against you. Never mind that your family wants to undermine the agenda that God has in your life. Never mind. You have a singular mission and a singular purpose. What is that scripture that says, prepare ye the way of the Lord and make his path straight. Make straight way for the Lord. And in this season, I'm going to call this season for me the season of shock and awe. Because see, there are times when you must definitively, for yourself, not for other people, not for the onlookers, not for the passersby, not for the pedestrians, not for the hangers-on, not for people who are just in your life for a moment, not for people who have an agenda with you, but for yourself and for the God that formed you, made you, and saved you by his blood and redeemed you for a time such as this. You have to, in and of yourself, make up your mind. This life, your cross, denying yourself and looking at that cross, picking that sucker up and taking one step after the next. You have to decide within yourself that your faith is more important than what people say about you. You have to decide for yourself that your faith is more important than what people think of you. You have to decide for yourself that your faith, the faith that God has given you, the measure of faith that you have is enough for you to start this journey. You have to decide. The Lord isn't going to do it for you. People don't want to see you do it. Your past is trying to keep you from it. But something I learned, the past can't hold me, the future can't contain me, so by faith I should live in the present. You have to decide, I'm coming for you. Everything that God has for me, I'm coming for you. I will not be denied. You have to decide. Bless your heart. God bless you. Shock and awe. Let's go.